Good morning, everyone. So warm to be here. Thank you very much. It was great listening, Dr. Upadhyay. Quite insightful. As you heard, I have been talking on a few forums. Most of the forums, we generally talk about technology. I come from Ciena. We are a 33-year-old organization. While this journey, we realize sustainability is probably one of the most important aspects we got to make sure we take it across with the technological growth. In India, we are present for last 20 years. We are roughly around more than 8,000 people in this organization. 3,000 are based out of India. We got a big R&D setup. So let me take you across what exactly I mean to say. We are Ciena. We see things differently, so we build networks differently. When I say so, what it means. A bit about ourselves. We got 2,200 plus patents, 3,800 R&D specialists. As I already said, more than 8,000 people across the globe, 1,600 plus customers. You name the organization across the globe, be it a service provider, be it a hyperscaler, we serve them. We are $4 billion plus company in revenue. Things are getting better as we see the growth of hyperscalers across the globe. We are sitting at a pile of $1.3 billion cash and investments. With all this, we are industry leader in high-speed connectivity. What is happening across the industry if we talk about last few years? With generative AI-led growth, we see the trend changing from connecting people to the network to connecting networks to network. With LLMs coming in picture, the data center connectivity is rising like nobody expected. We are talking about petabits of traffic. When we talk about petabit of traffic, definitely we got to deploy electronics, which is going to facilitate that. And when we do so, it generates heat, it generates various other aspects which impact the environment and impact the sustainability. So what is that we as Ciena as an organization, we look forward that how we can somewhat address this concern. If I move forward to talk a bit about Ciena in terms of what we do in technology, we are pioneers in coherent developments. As I talk here in 2025, we are the only supplier of coherent waves which has 1.6 terabits of single lambda. Nobody is near. The nearest is 1.2. What happens when we give a single lambda of 1.6 tera? With a single lambda of 1.6 tera, we just put one single port, hence less electricity, less infrastructure. Just a simple comparison, the last coherent chip which we had, which went GA in 2020, with the same footprint, and almost same power, we have doubled the capacity. So this is the beauty of technological journey what we are on into. When we are on the technological journey, as I already said, we are making sure that sustainability moves hand in gloves with us. Just to add few more things, we have been pioneer in many more developments, definitely considering the factor that what we can do in the smallest form factor. I'm sure that we all know about GPON technology and various other aspects. We are among the few and very first to get the micro OLT. Now we can serve the PON customers via pluggable. Hundreds of customers just from a single pluggable device switched on a router. So the form factors are something which we are really working on to reduce the infra and the power. And definitely, along with that, the cloud native OSS, advanced multi-domain controllers, they go hand in gloves because what happens is we need not do a lot of decentralization of elements, which would again need infrastructure and power. So we are moving towards a bit of centralized world as we are well connected, and hence we are focusing on that journey. Moving to my next slide, that was a bit about technology, but this is to do with sustainability. When I say so, what it means. By 2030, we aim to reduce our scope 1 and scope 2 emissions by 80.6% from 2019 levels. And scope 3 emissions by 71.3% from our 2019 levels. which is a significant milestone across the globe, I would say. In simple words, what it means is, by doing all this, we are going to reduce the impact of what we generate in terms of impact on the environment by 1.5 degrees Celsius. Taking you across the next slide, when I say so, what is that exactly we are up to? What is that we are trying to do? So I've tried to keep it very simple in 6 blocks. One is impact management. We engage our people in environmental volunteering and giving through our Ciena Care program. We plant tree in our Ciena forest at our Gurgaon premise as well. We have a very dense, greenery out there, and back home at Americas and Canada, we have Ciena forest out there, which is planted nearby. We owe that. So whenever we hire an employee in this organization, we make sure we plant a tree so that the carbon footprint is somewhat contained. Renewable energy, we got a lot of focus on that. We operate on renewable energy wherever we can. Most of our global offices, in fact, including our Gurgaon office labs, are powered in part of that by solar energy. Reducing emissions from employee commuting and travel. We as an organization, we highly promote hybrid and remote working culture. As I already said, we are very heavy on the research and development, being a technology company. We promote people to work either in a hybrid mode or remote. It definitely adds on to the comfort and happiness factor of the employees, but at the same point in time, it also adds by cutting down the unnecessary commute of people, because when we can work in this connected world via home, it's always better to reduce the transmission. I am very sure we all sitting out here in this room from NCR, we would very well appreciate how tough it is to get a car and go to office every morning and the evening, right? So if we can do something out there, I personally believe that is something we must target. Carbon neutrality achievement. We achieved our 2024 carbon neutrality goal, and we are now working towards the 2030 science-based targets, as we saw on the last slide. Energy efficient offices and labs. Our offices are all lit by LED lighting, enhancing our building controls and systems to expand our on-site solar PV plants. Last, but one of the most important, which entire industry is working on, is packaging redesigning. Our packaging now contains a minimum of 70% recycled content by weight, and we are working towards making it 100% recyclable. This is an ask which I get to hear from my customers, all the leaders across the industry, that every organization got to focus. This is an agenda which is driven by the government of India and then followed by every other organization out there. And we are very serious about that. So on my slide deck, I did not talk about technology because I thought that is something many industry veterans have already been talking about. But yes, as an organization, we are very serious about environment, and when I say so, we are very serious about sustainability. Apart from all I just spoke about, what is that we do over the top? So in India and across the globe, we work very closely with many foundations, including Bharti Airtel Foundation and many other organizations, where we involve the underprivileged community. We try to help them, learn and join and come with us. And via our Ciena Care program, we support the people's passion to give back to the society. In 2024, our employees raised $3.9 million via the Ciena Care program, and the organization actually doubles it up. So whatever employees get from the Ciena Care program, the organization doubles it up and gives it back to the society. And our employees volunteered 37,000 hours in a year to support the community and the sustainability. So I think that was all about sustainability. I tried to wrap up a bit early in the 10-minute slot because that also counts in the sustainability. Thank you very much.